What's up, everybody? So I wanted to give you guys just a quick update. Well, a few things, right? I wanted to give you guys an update on where I'm at with the process of the union and my apprenticeship, and also give my 2 cents or whatever, my thoughts on if you guys should join the union or not. Okay. So, dude, I got 2 more months, dog. 2 more months of fucking not classes, 2 more months of my apprenticeship, and I'm done, bro. Fucking journeyman, dog. I'm on my last class this week, actually. It's Thursday, so I got Friday, we got our test tomorrow, and that's it. I'm done with classes. You know what I mean? Yeah, so, I've been in the union for about like 3 years now. Yeah, 3 years of, probably for the first year and a half was a whole lot of struggling. It was a whole lot of struggling, and for the next year and a half after that, though, it was just, it was something that I really appreciate, dude. Now that we're coming to an end of the apprenticeship, dude, it's just, I'm excited. I'm excited because it's just a whole new chapter, bro. I thought the past 3 years was, it was like it had its ups and downs, it was crazy, but also, the experiences, sometimes, it was boring, other times it was, exciting. And, I just feel like it was a whole lot. It was a whole lot to deal with, I guess. And I feel like that kind of got me ready for, to become a journeyman, to get the fuck out of Arizona and, go handle myself fucking elsewhere, dog. Handle whatever I gotta do anywhere else. So I'm really grateful for the apprenticeship, dude. Now, yeah, let me give you guys a little bit of a backstory, kind of where my journey as, just a worker in general. I feel like this might help out with, whether or not you should join the union, okay? So we'll take it back like 10 years or so, dude. I'm 28 now. I'm gonna be 29 soon. And I started doing construction back when I was like 20 years old, maybe 19 years old. Before that, I was a pizza delivery driver. I was a valet fucking worker. I had like one other job, I can't remember. Oh, I was working at a call center. So that was what I was doing through like college and through like, and it was actually a friend of my dad, Alex. He actually needed help. Okay, he is a handyman, and his past experience, he was actually in the union as a mason here in Arizona. And so my dad introduced me to him, and I just kind of helped him out doing handyman stuff, doing residential stuff, doing, just a bunch of different things. Like the first job I remember doing with him, we were actually just repainting over graffiti. We were just cleaning up this property. And so, I worked with him for like maybe 2 years, dude. 1.5 years to 2 years. And in that time, we did a lot of different things, dude. Like just from small jobs to big remodels. We kind of really did a whole lot. He was a handyman, and so he really taught me about construction in itself, but also he was in the union, so he kind of had that mindset of doing things once, doing it the right way, and just like that. So he instilled that mindset in me, dude. He was a fucking perfectionist, dude. He was yelling at me Fucking that fool yell at me all the time, dog. But yeah, so I was with him for about a year to 2 years. And I ended up getting into some trouble, and then I had to show my PO, my probation officer, that I had a job on paper. So I had to get, you know, a new job. So my dad, he ended up, he was working for a non-union ironworking company. And at the time, I didn't know shit about ironwork. I didn't know shit about the union. And, you know, my thoughts about, you know, joining, you know, his company, it was just like becoming like, you know, a construction worker, dude. You know, I just seen like fucking yellow and orange shirts and just like I had no idea what it was, dude. All I knew was just residential construction. I never wore a hard hat, bro. I didn't have to, you know. So it wasn't nothing completely new, but it was still new. And so after that, let's see. Yeah, I was with the non-union company for about 2 years. I want to say I was with them for a year before I decided to quit. And, you know, the reason I decided to quit was, you know, the first job that we did was doing stairs. I was there for about like 2 months. And then we went on to a bigger job where we were connecting a lot. I was connecting a lot, but I was still making like $15 an hour, dude. And then fast forward, you know, we get to another big job. You know, I'm welding, I'm connecting, I'm doing a lot more than I feel is worth fucking like, you know, whatever. I think I was making $18 at the time, maybe 19. But yeah, I ended up quitting. I left. I worked for myself for about a year, doing just handyman stuff, dude, construction stuff. You know, whatever I learned through Alex, stuff that I learned through like through ironwork. You know, and that's one thing, dude. All these, you know, the trades, they all kind of you know, you're doing the same thing, but it's different. You know, you're still using a tape measure. You're still, you know, making sure you're still, you know, attaching two pieces together, but you know, the process of attaching them is different. You know, you're not using nails or screws. You know, you're learning how to weld. But you know, a lot of the things, they kind of carry over into each other. So during that time I was working for myself, I was able to get some shit done, dude. I built a wall. It was about like 6 feet tall, almost like, I don't know, so many feet long. Like it was a good sized wall, dude. I rebuilt a roof that burned, that caught fire. I did a bunch of things, dude. I built a mailbox. I did a bunch of like little jobs at like remodel things at this one specific house. But yeah, you know, I was just like fucking around for a whole year, dude. It was fucking cool, man. Like that year it was awesome, dude. I kind of did whatever I wanted to. I fucking, you know, worked as long, as early as I wanted to, as late as I wanted to. It was just like, it was something that was, you know, it was nice. That I want to get back to that at some point. You know, that sense of freedom, dog, to just fucking, yeah, whatever. So I did that for a year. And then, you know, this whole time I'm just like missing ironwork, dude. I'm just like, man, I need that adrenaline, dude. I need my fix, man. I need to fucking, you know, I need to go up and go walk some beams or something, man. And you know, that's the thing about ironwork, dude. That's the thing about connecting, man. Or really just working in the raising game, dude. Everything's like quick pace, it's fast, you know, things are dangerous, things are like, you know, the guys you're working with, everyone's yelling, everyone's talking shit, everyone, like, it's fun, man. It's like, you know, so that's what I wanted to get back to. So I ended up going back to the non-union company, dude. You know, I went back and it was cool. You know, it definitely wasn't the same, but you know, I was there for another 8 months to a year, you know. And then I kind of just came to the conclusion that, the company, that they just kind of gave the vibe that they didn't want to fucking get better, dude, that they didn't want to try new things. They didn't want to, they didn't want to change. I wanted to fucking, they didn't give me the space I needed to fucking, blow up or whatever. But yeah, so I quit again, like 8 months later, 8 months to a year later, I quit. And I think I was just working with Alex again for like a month or two, or for just a little bit. And then one day I was just like, fuck it, dude, I'm gonna go join the union, see what it's about. I'm gonna go talk to them, see what's up with the apprenticeship, and everything else was fucking history, man. They brought me in as a period 3 out of 8, so they gave me 1 year of prior experience. And so that left me with 3 years to go. 3 years to finish my apprenticeship and become a journeyman. By that time, I'm like 25, I want to say. Maybe 25 and a half or whatever. But yeah, I got 3 years to go, dude. So, the way I look at it, dude, is that I had my base construction experience, and then I had my ironworking experience, and then I joined the union, So it's like that. So people ask me, they're like, hey, I can't necessarily get in the union. Do you have any, tips? How, can I join, or can you help me out, or, whatever. Fucking a little cold out here, man. But, the way that I look at it, because, it's difficult, dude. It's kind of, I know in different states, it's easier than others to get into the union, especially the Ironworkers Union. Well, honestly, any union probably, but here in Arizona, it was, at the time, it was pretty easy for me to get in, dude. We didn't have a whole lot of members. Work was picking up in Phoenix, and yeah, so they were accepting a lot of guys. But I know now I know that there's a wait list. I know that California, it's pretty hard to get in. I know, there's a lot of places it's difficult to get in. And so people ask me, like, do you have any tips? And, I've asked guys in the union, I'm like, what should I tell these guys? And the main thing was just gaining that experience, dude. Was just gaining, number 1, the ironwork experience, and number 2, just construction experience in general. So, it's okay, it's okay to go non-union, all right? Just, you gotta be safe, you gotta be careful, you gotta, watch your back. But, a lot of us started out non-union. And so, that's a route, go non-union. And if you can't get into ironwork in general, dude, just, just gain the construction experience, dude. When I was a carpenter, I really learned, I would actually call myself a carpenter, but I did carpentry work. And, I learned how to do angles. I think that's like the biggest thing that was able to transfer from that over to ironwork. And so I know how to work, different things into place, or know, what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but, it really transferred over. Okay, other things like, really just residential, learning how certain things are attached, how a fucking building is actually built. You have, the studs, you have the plywood, you have, whatever metal mesh, you have stucco, just knowing those things, it really, helps you understand. It's pretty, consistent across the board with construction. Things are different, but things are also the same. So if you find yourself, not being able to be an iron worker, literally go do any other trade, dude. But if you want to be an iron worker, you still, practice your welding, or fucking, you gotta do something, bro. Don't just fucking sit there waiting. At least at least have intention in the things that you do. So, that brings me to the next thing. Should you even join the union? Are you ready for the union? I remember telling Alex, hey, I think I'm gonna go join the union, and he told me, he's like, I don't think you're ready for it. But to be honest, I didn't listen, dude. I didn't give a fuck. And that's kind of what the apprenticeship was for too. Yeah, I wasn't ready to go travel. I wasn't ready to be, a journeyman. But I think I was ready to be an apprentice. I was ready to learn. I was ready to be an iron worker. I already was an iron worker, non-union, so why not? But here's the thing, dude. It's gonna be different for everybody. Okay, it's really gonna be different for everybody. For me, being on the heights and everything, that came natural. I'm a quick learner, so I was able to pick up things. I remember things, how to deal with certain situations, how to, that's one thing that really helps. But for someone else that, they're completely green, or they don't know what the fuck, how to read a fucking tape measure, dude. I don't know, that's, be realistic, dude. Be honest with yourself. Fucking, do you know construction? If that's a yes, then yeah, I say, go join the apprenticeship. Dude, talk to them about the apprenticeship. If it's a no, then ask yourself, are you willing to learn? Are you willing to work, dude? That's the thing about ironwork, is that, they don't call it iron work for fucking nothing, dude. Like, you're literally working, dude. It's a physically demanding job. Everyone says that the crane's moving everything, but no, motherfucker. No, alright? Don't be... It's a physically demanding job, dude. So, just be honest with yourself, dude. And, just give it a shot, okay? Give it a shot. If not, go do another trade. Just keep trying, dude. Just fucking do something. The trades, in my opinion, it's something that really pays off, dude. It's something that you're capable of, seeing the work that you put in, seeing the things that, you do. But that's another thing, is that you have to fucking do them, dog. You're capable, I'm capable of, working for myself. But do I right now? No. But I'm also capable of, doing other shit. I don't know, dude. I got a new house. Dude, look at this shit. Like, I think it feels like I'll be honest, dude. Okay, here's another thing that, union and non-union or whatever, dude. I just noticed the immediate fucking, jump when I joined the union. Just feeling that bit of pride, that fucking, I made a little bit more money just right off the bat, fucking, kind of having that sense that, I felt like I had something to work towards. And, it's really changed me as a person, as a man, as a fucking worker. I think the union, the apprenticeship has really changed me. And, I'm really thankful. I just wish that I would have joined sooner. Yeah, so I think you guys should just fucking send it. I think you guys should also just be honest with yourself. But, just don't be afraid to try new shit, dude. Who gives a fuck what I say, to be honest?